Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I am doing more Adelaide Fringe again, and this time I'm heading over to Perth, where I'm speaking to an incredible artist. He's pretty much a staple of the Adelaide Fringe, in fact, a staple of any fringe around the world. Please welcome everyone, Sam Hume. Hey Sam, how are you?
I'm very well, Marcus.
So, like we said, you're over in Perth. You're there for the Perth Fringe at the moment before you head over to
hmm
Adelaide, before you trot over to see us.
hmm
How are the shows going over there?
Shows are going really well over here. It's always like a fun start to the year. It's always like, we have Christmas, we have New Year's, and then we drive over to Perth from Melbourne. So we did shows down in Bunbury and Mandurah, which is regional WA.
Yep.
And now we're doing, the full month of shows here at Fringe.
Yay. It's great.
Yay.
It's kind of like the warm up for Adelaide, right?
It is, yeah. It's like a nice start to the year because it's like ever so slightly less intense here in terms of like the shows and the workload. So it's a nice little warm up, get that like stamina back before
And
we, go to Adelaide.
and when I said warm up, I actually literally meant it because I don't know what the temperature is over there at the moment, but Adelaide is like sweltering. So it's a bit of a
Mhm.
teaser. Like
Yeah.
when you get here, it's going to be an oven, not just a sauna.
I can't wait. I remember that last year wasn't too bad, but like maybe 2 years ago, there was that massive heat wave that like swept through Adelaide over like the long weekend, which
Yeah.
is like the worst timing because we're doing like 5 shows a day over the weekend.
Uh,
I remember people were just like dropping like flies.
I mean, and I mean, because you've been coming to Adelaide for a long time now, and we've got those bats that fly over the Adelaide Fringe
hmm
area every night at about 6 o'clock, and the amount of
hmm
bats that just fall out of the sky during these heat waves is like, not fun.
So
Speaking of
sad.
Adelaide Fringe for a long time, you probably remember coming to Adelaide Fringe before they started really putting in good air conditioning in some of those tents. That was not
hmm
fun. That
Yeah.
was not a fun
It,
time.
it it has been improved. It has been improved.
Yay.
Yeah.
Which is why now you keep on coming back for more. Now, when we
Mhm.
said shows before, we literally aren't just talking two shows. You're coming to Adelaide Fringe again with four shows. We're going to talk
Mhm.
about four of them right now. Obviously, The Greatest Magic Show, Kaboom, Circus the Show, and where things get a little bit naughty, the Adults Only Magic Show, the crowd
Never.
favorite. So talk us through the shows. Let's start off gently with the Greatest Magic Show. What's that about this year?
So the Greatest Magic Show, it's for families, it's for kids, pretty much perfect for like 4 to 10 year olds, 4 to 12 year olds, so like primary school age bracket. And it'd be myself, it'd be Justin and Magnus Danger Magnus, our ringmaster, who we perform the hour show for. A lot of big magic, a lot of kids coming up, interacting. All the kids get a magic wand on entry to help out. There's bananas, there's fart jokes, there's illusions, there's like all of the dumb, childish like energy we have inside ourselves, we've like put into the show. So it's very, very fun to perform.
Um, and I mean, let's be honest, you and Justin are pretty crazy, but Magnus is
Mhm.
freaking bonkers, isn't he? Like, he's like
Yeah,
you and
yeah.
Justin on steroids.
It's actually really, really refreshing because Justin and I did this show, like just us two, for like since 2018, 2017, 2018. So we know the show really well and we can like improv very easily. And it's like we will know what the other person's trying to do or thinking or where they're going almost immediately. We bring Magnus in, who doesn't really have that like years of doing it with us, but he's just such a pro. Like he's just so professional, like taking something and just running with it. So like the three of us on stage, and we throw in like a couple of kids with like just neurospicy running around being like crazy and awesome, and it's just like
Oh,
beautiful. It's
next
so
level.
so fun.
Oh, yeah, I defy any child not to have fun at one of your shows. Um,
We try.
then, my dear friend Sam, we've got Kaboom. So, what's Kaboom about?
So Kaboom is Magnus's science show. It's also for kids. Similar, I would say, like primary school kids. It's really targeted for. But that being said, any like science enthusiast, anyone who just loves watching an ADHD guy who's fanatic about science run around and blow stuff up for an hour, this is kind of the show for them. But yeah, Kaboom is Magnus's little baby, his creation that he sort of brought with him when we started working with him more.
Yeah.
We've kind of taken it under our wing and like producing it and bringing it to theaters and fringes around the world. So we're always like scaling it up, adding more explosions, more big things, more experiments into it, and it just keeps growing and growing.
And it's important to say, I think, that, obviously these children-friendly shows, directed towards the kids are very much adult entertainment as well. The mums and dads, the grandparents, the uncles and aunties get a total kick out of these shows as well.
Yeah, definitely. But that's something we had in our heads very early on in like our performing career. Back when we were doing like birthday parties, for instance, as much as we're performing for the kids, we're also performing for
Yeah.
the adults because the adults were the ones that are going to book you for their kids' parties. So it's like important that they enjoy it as well.
Oh,
So that's always been our mindset. Only half the audience is kids, the other half are adults. We want them to have a good time too.
yeah, of course. And that's why I keep on coming. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Then the third show we're going to talk about is Circus the Show. So what goes on in Circus the Show?
Yeah, so Circus the Show is our kind of our biggest show that we're touring right now at the moment. It's like a family circus show, a lot more suited for a wide age range. It's centered around like the ringmaster, who's an explorer and a collector of weird and unusual artifacts. But one day that was not enough for him, so he decided to collect weird and unusual people with unique sets of skills and put them into this show and on the stage. And what follows is, an hour of showcasing different acts, interspersed with a kind of running storyline between the ringmaster and our clown. And the clown's kind of like this annoying, like little brother to the ringmaster, stagehand, but like really wants to go on the stage, but the ringmaster keeps saying no. And then finales with the clown finally getting his chance in the center spotlight with his giant 6 foot balloon. And absolutely brings the house down every time. He's a real fan favorite, the clown. People get very attached and find him very endearing, which is very nice.
Crazy. So now let's go there, right? The one that everyone talks about. It involves G strings. It involves practically anything that's a little bit naughty and a little bit cheeky. Um, Adults only magic show. What can we expect from that this year round?
Exactly as it says on the tin. And that's always great. It's always been like our outlet almost to, just kind of bring to life any crazy, rude, raunchy, weird idea that we have. So there's really no bars for our shows. It's, the same kind of real quality magic, high impact routines, some of the best magic we can find. And of course, it's raunchy comedy all the way through. There's a cheeky bit of nudity in it. We've added Richard Sullivan into the show, who was our juggler in the circus, who's from Escalate fame show, Throw Catch Collectives, those sorts of things. We joke all the time. He's become like the abs of the show. He's become like our sexiest of sexy assistants who makes frequent appearances throughout. But above all, like, we just want the adult show to be it's a fun time. It's always a fun time,
You have
and
sold
it's
already.
just about
You
yeah, it's
sold
just as much about like the comedy and the entertainment as it is about the magic. And it's just us being ourselves. We're here with the audience. Let's have a blast. Let's see where this goes.
Now, I mean, obviously, because they're four distinct shows, I mean, there is somewhat of a script that you go by, but because all of your personalities are so vibrant and so chaotic and so, bonkers, essentially, do you find that you ad lib along the way as well? So there can be differences between each performance?
All the time, all the time. The script is very, very loose. It's kind of like breaking up the show into different routines, and it's got like a start and an end. Like pretty much anything that happens in the middle is variable, and it depends on the volunteers we get up is a big one.
Yeah, of course.
For the adult show, for instance, we have like 6 people up on stage over the 69-minute length of the show. So and they all bring their own different vibes and energies and jokes, and we're so comfortable performing with each other, like the four of us, as well. We're very comfortable with the show. Obviously, we've been doing it a while, so we can really bounce off the volunteers what they offer. So every show is very, very different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been caught up on stage, but it could change this year. That could change.
I think so. You stick out like a sore thumb in the audience. I'm
Ah,
surprised we haven't
I
picked
kind
you.
of. Hey, so
Sorry,
Sam,
like a
obviously, you're a massive fan of the Fringes. I know that. But what is it about the Adelaide Fringe that stands out for you, as opposed to the rest of the fringes that occur around the world and Australia?
Hmm. I think it's just the size is really impressive, and it's also always really lovely to see, like a whole city come alive, really, and be turned into something else. To see, people filling up was it like Rundle Street or like the streets leading off from like Gluttony in the gardens. They'll shut it off to cars. They'll have little market stalls, pop up here and there. There's just a real nice energy.
Yeah.
Going wherever you go, and everyone's excited, everyone's out, everyone's seeing weird dumb art, like the magic show where they're just idiot magicians on the stage, or you can go somewhere else and see this beautiful circus show that's toured the world, or a little play in like an underground theater. Adelaide particularly just feels like everyone's out looking for that and open to that. So it's just really nice, to be honest. It's really nice to be there surrounded by it.
You and the team, you and the gang, are practically
Yeah.
Adelaideans now. Adelaide is practically your second home, let's be honest.
It's
When you come to Adelaide, what are some of the things that you enjoy doing? Is there a favorite cafe or a restaurant or a winery or a beach?
I'll be honest, we don't get out much because we're usually pretty packed out doing shows. But I love some of the restaurants, some of the cafes. There's a lot of like vegetarian, vegan options there in Adelaide, which I love. I love the art galleries, the museums. But again, we try to as much as we can. But our time is
It's a
quite short.
lot of shows you have to get through. In fact, last time we did speak, though, last time I do remember you saying to me that one of your favorite spaces in Adelaide, is the Japanese Hamaji Gardens on South,
Magic Gardens,
which
yeah.
is just 2 seconds away
Mhm.
from me. And it's just that nice little place to go and chill and unwind, which is always good.
Exactly. Yeah. It's always a nice meetup. If I'm trying to catch up with someone or just get a coffee, we can always get a coffee, go in, sit there and just like escape from the buzz and the noise just for, an hour or so,
Just
which is very
even, and an hour feels like a
yeah.
lifetime, doesn't it? Holy, because yeah, there's not much relaxing time during the Adelaide Fringe period. Let's be honest, for anybody.
Mhm.
Sam Hume, you are always delightful. I love catching up with you. We've had many interviews now, and it's always just so much fun just seeing your face. And every Adelaide Fringe, I feel like it's a freaking reunion with all of our dear friends that we've all known each other for a while now. So the greatest magic show, everybody, is from 21st of February to the 22nd of March at Gluttony. Kaboom is 21st of February to the 22nd of March at Gluttony. Also, Circus the show, 21st to the 22nd of March, Gluttony, and adults only magic show. Get your tickets, 20th of February to the 22nd of March, also in Gluttony. So it's a Gluttony bonanza of the
It
show.
really is.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we're trying to get our own venue there one year. We're building up to
I
the
I know.
showman venue in the park.
Well, Sam, like I said, always a pleasure chatting with you, and your shows are always top notch. The quality is just outstanding. The showmanship is amazing, and you just walk away with like belly aches from laughing too much. So, I can't wait to see what you bring to the party again this year.
Amazing. Thank you very much. It's lovely
My
to see
pleasure.
you. Lovely.
And I'll see
Yes.
you in just a couple of weeks' time.
So soon. Yes, we'll be.